Come down here to my garage flower bed because my well, the ditch lilies have been blooming, but those other day lilies that I bought last year, they're finally opened up. But I thought I'd come over here for just for a minute. Still got to get some weeds and stuff kind of pulled out of here. Well, not really weeds, it's grass. Grass is trying to grow back over here. I got my little baby shovel over there. I can just skim it off, but I just haven't. I've been over here, but I just haven't been over here enough to get, mainly on this side right here. But, and, right through here, I want to put, I shouldn't have put those rocks there. I should have just done all mulch, but I can probably scratch up most of the rocks and then just throw mulch down. Be easier anyways. But of course my speedwells have been blooming. That's what they're called. It's speedwells. We'll have to come and trim off some of these older ones, and then it'll put out some more little buds, blooms, whatever. I got 3 of them last year, and this one I thought for sure it actually came back. I mean, not as good as these 2 did, but it came back. It didn't do when I planted. It just kind of like went kaput, and so, but it came back. So I like these pretty good. And then that coneflower, this is orange. Those 2 colors go pretty good together. Ooh, ain't that pretty? Kind of blurred in the back, but they're all what they're called echinaceas. You can actually buy echinacea vitamins. But the coneflowers, most people call them coneflowers. There's pink and purples and whites and the oranges and different kinds. But I'm just really done good. It came back from last year. I mean, this is the 2nd year being here, but it's done really good right here. And of course the blueberries are full of blueberries. We've been picking the blueberries off the side one over there. These ones ain't quite ready yet, but getting there. The butterfly bush got tall. Let's see. My rose bush, it bloomed like crazy earlier, like maybe a month ago. It was blooming. I trimmed it back a little bit, but it's oh man, Japanese beetle. About to be a dead Japanese beetle. Yuck, hate them things. These ones are already kind of fizzling out, but you see it's already, these have been blooming, but it's really pretty when the blooms are fresh. And then my Gara, whatever, I don't know what you call it. Some people say Garia, whatever. Just kind of wispy, kind of a little floaty little. I got a pink one up in the front flower bed, but. And then my butterfly weed right there, it's already kind of fizzling, so just that one little part is still blooming. Then it'll put out some big long seed pods, and it gets kind of ugly looking, but I just leave it because then them seed pods open up and big old silky, fluffy dandelion type things that toad off the seeds. So butterflies have really enjoyed it. And then this right here is that bouncing bed I told you I dug up down by the gate. It just grew down by itself, and getting ready to will be blooming soon. It's really pretty. And that hot pink flower that was, I came and trimmed off the top, so I'm hoping it'll bloom out some more. It should. So there's all that. That's all the spearmint. It's doing really good over here. And look at them guacamole hostas. They get some, but they don't. They get a good mix of sun and shade, I would say. You get just enough sun, but it's not too much to where it burns the leaves, because they'll kind of scorch pretty easy. You can see this one right here got just a little bit. Where it used to be at when I first planted them years ago, they would get morning shade and then they get that hot blazing afternoon sun, and they would always stay kind of sunburnt looking. This little grass, my little prairie winds grass, I kind of got it tie on it. All the rain that we had, was kind of splitting it open in the middle. I mean, it's fine, but it just kind of would like splaying it out, and so I put a little shepherd hook and then kind of tied it just to kind of help it stand back up. It's some type of little succulent. It's not bloomed yet, but I'm surprised it's done good, being that there's some dirt over here holds a good bit of moisture. But it's pretty little, like a stonecrop sedum or something like that. I don't know. And then another bunch of this spearmint. And then this is the chocolate mint that I've kind of just got quarantined. Not quarantined, that's not the word I'm looking for. I pulled it because it was all over here. It was starting to, that stuff spreads like crazy, but it's easy to just yank it up out of the ground. And then, so I've left it over here on this side. So wherever I don't want it, I just pull it up. But it's kind of hard. I say the sun in my, it's like a crystal clear. Look how blue the sky is. It was like that yesterday too, and the muggy factor is not quite as bad as it has been. So, and then, oops. But look at this daylily. It's not the ditch lily, but wow, look. I think it was called, the label said Screaming Orange, and that is definitely Screaming Orange. That's the first they've just opened up today. I think that is really pretty. Big old bloom too. And this one and that one are my ditch lilies, and they've been blooming. They got a few more blooms to open, but these ones are from yesterday, so they're done. But it's got some more buds on it. And then my bee balm, it's been blooming too. This one over here is a purple color, and my red bee balm that I've had for a lot of years, it's finally beginning to bloom now, and it's done really good. And where I've kind of got it, I moved a lot of it. I think year before last something, so it's really spread and gotten. But I like this, and then all my coral bells. I can't pronounce the Hikanera. I don't know, coral bells. They're coral bells, whatever. But this has been blooming for a long time now, but they're tiny. But the purple, I like the purple, like the silver purple on the back. But then that one, and then I got the purple heart, and it's kind of slow to start, and it'll spread out, and it'll have little small little flowers. I think it's in the spiderwort family, something, I don't know, but little mass of purple. I kind of did when I bought the stuff. I mean, I didn't plan it, but once I bought it, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna put all this purple here. But that is just, it's got them long. That is just so pretty. And then the ditch lily, of course, it's the one that just grows out everywhere. Of course, everybody sees them growing in the ditches, and it's pretty too. Kind of neat, because they're like splash of orange here, splash of orange there, and then there's the orange coneflowers down there. So maybe I did color coordinate, I just didn't plan it. Got all that sun. Ooh, them guacamoles, they do really good over here. Good moisture, and this one's in the back will have more shade than those up front. But things are getting so big, they make this huge masses. I may have to eventually divide it. I hate to because it's such a pain, so hard. And then leaves out here. A big old Christmas tree fern I've had there a while. And another little hosta. That's one of them old ones that I've had a long time too. Part of it, I think part of it, I don't remember what happened to the main plant of it, but that's what part of it I got left. And it's been doing good there. And then that's the one that I planted last year. There's some kind of little snail or slug or something been attacking it, but it's got some new leaves coming out on it. Remember, I just planted that one last fall. A little fern. And this is like an inland sea oats grass. It'll spread. It'll kind of, these little seed pods, they get bigger, a little bit bigger. I should clip the seeds off because it'll seed and I'll be picking grass. It's not too bad, but just enough to be a little aggravating. They like shady, moist areas, and this stuff just grows. It'll just grow wild, and you can even buy the stuff too. And my Joe Pye weed, I thought it was kind of struggling in the beginning, but I think it's finally getting straightened out. But look, I got something kind of putting little holes in the leaf, but it's finally getting straightened out. I think it might be something going on with it because it's a little too got these small stems on it. And this thing can get about 4 or 5 foot tall, and it just grows wild too. But of course, not the kind you buy is not exactly the same that just grows wild. I mean, it's same but different, but it's finally straightening out, so I think it'll be okay. And here's that Asiatic dayflower I transplanted over here. It's grown. I got that put in that pot over there, and when I dug it from the side of the yard, it was just tiny. All I saw was just a little smidge of one little flower. I was like, what is that? So I dug it and put it in a pot, and it's in that big pond planter. Well, I call it a pond planter, but it's just a pond liner I made into a planter. That stuff came back, and it's like 3 foot tall and thick. It must love it in that pot. And then my phlox. This is phlox. These ones just beginning to open up. Got three different colors. There's the purple, and this one's going to be a pink color. This one's short. I don't know why. This one's got short, so I don't remember what color this one's going to be. But it'll catch up. And I think this is what's growing on the edge of your yard. I left it. Can't pronounce the name of it, but I think it's a native plant from so if it puts out anything that looks like that, this is kind of what it does. But that's pretty sure that's what it is. It's all in the front yard, but of course it gets mowed. It doesn't get a chance to do that. So it actually bloomed on short little stems. So oh, here's some more bee balm, but I probably should move it, but I might get a little bit more sun. But this one's pink. Might should move it. I don't know. It's not quite as that one over there's done better. I think it might get a little bit more sun, but this guacamole don't never get no sun. It looks like it's got some holes in it. Not too bad though, but so look at that. Fluorescent green and then that darker color green. Pretty. Oh, here's one more. Look, that leaf's all getting bent up, not able to grow. Getting held back. Straighten it out. And then some of that white snake root, snake plant, I forget the name of something, white snake, something native plant. Remember, it blooms at the tail end of summer, barely beginning of fall. And it's all right through here. It'll seed. So, and then my August fern, it was really pretty with all the, I think I have a video of it, but really pretty when it's got the new growth, because all the new growth is kind of like a bronzy color. That's why they call it the August fern, because it's got fall color. But see, there's some new growth. I don't know if you can see with the sun. If you said the new growth is that coppery color, and then it changes to the green. It's trying to spread, but it may have a hard time competing with this sensitive fern here. But this stuff right here, it just grows wild, called sensitive fern. It's pretty, and like I said, when before this part was all yard, it would get mowed. And it would try to grow, and I was like, oh well. And then, 4 years ago, I decided to make a flower bed, and it's been able to do its thing finally. And there's that green dragon. It said one of the reasons it gets its name is, of course, there's a lot of technical stuff about it, but because, and where's the thing at? Let's see, oh, man, get this stuff out of my way. See the little bloom that it had, it's already gone, if you remember. And here's beginning, oh, sorry, I got the leaf in the way. It's already beginning to make the little berry-like things. That it'll get bigger and more fuller, and those berries, they're not really berries, but it'll be just as red. So that's what it looks like right now. The little flower turns into a big seed pod. But anyways, I said the green dragon is one of the, because it looks like a wagon. Dragon's wings, if you can kind of see, maybe if you picture like a dragon's head, like its wings. I can't see because the sun. I can see it because it's kind of got a curve, like its wings. But whatever, that's what it said. Another Christmas tree fern back there, and then there's another one of my hostas I planted. Look at that spider. So it'll focus on it. It's a small little spider. Probably won't. Might get my finger. Oh, we ran away. Kind of neat looking little spider. Oh, if I don't see no big ones, we'll be all right. And this another one of those hostas I planted when we first moved here. It's getting ready to bloom. I had two, but the other one, something was going on with it. It didn't do good. So I put it down there on the edge just to get it away, because I thought, well, whatever's wrong with it, I don't want it to spread to this one. And it's growing, and it looks way better down there. So, and then here's some of that mountain mint I put over here. A few little bee balms right here. Oh, now this is my red bee balm. I just stuck some over here, so it's actually doing pretty decent looking. Well, I said this is the mountain mint I got out of the woods. Some of the bee balm there. And this is the rose bush I planted at the beginning of this spring, like around about March, April. It's called a duet. It's the same as that white one down there. It's an iceberg, which is just a type of rose. But this was a duet, so this is a mix of white and then this kind of wine color. This one's about fizzled out, but you can get the gist of it. There's another one there. So that's why it calls a duet. So it's two colors. And then my butterfly bush is blooming. One from my original ones that I planted a long time ago. One from seed, and I let it grow till it was about a foot or so tall, and then I transplanted it over here. A light purple color. It's doing really good. I'll just step over here. And then that big hydrangea is the one that puts out the big fluffy creamy blooms. It's got just beginning to. It's gotten really big this year. But yeah, my butterfly bush is pretty good size. I trimmed it right there. I probably should have done it shorter, but maybe do shorter next year. So that's the grand tour. I can't believe I color coordinated and I didn't even try to. I got purples and oranges, and who cares? If it's a flower, I don't really care what color it is, but it's done really good. Oh, my little hummingbird mint. It was about to get crowded out by that chocolate mint, so that's why I think all that one stem like broke or something wrong with it. A little wilted. I think this one right here, it was struggling, but it's got a few little blooms. Because it had all that chocolate mint around it like a month ago, and we kept getting all the rain, and it was just like all around here, so I pulled it out. So I'm hoping it'll kind of snap out it. But this spearmint stuff, it's more like a little bush. It just stays right there. So it's been behaved. But this one's doing pretty good. It hadn't bloomed yet, but so anyways, so I think I'm gonna get off here and get out of the sun and get inside. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. Walked the dogs, checked on the chickens, and this is sunburned little spot right there, but sun, it'll go that way, because now it's setting over there. But alright, I get off here and figure out how I'm going to have to move this old monkey grass right here. It's not going to do good up underneath this hosta. Look how blue the sky is. Alright, well, trying to ignore the ugly hot tub sitting down there. Let me get that thing out of the way. Get it hauled off, or I don't care, push it off in the woods somewhere. At least it's out of my sight, but I don't want it in my video. So, I shall get off of here. Until the next exciting video, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.